My dear beloved child, I come to you today with a heavy heart and a message of great urgency. There is something serious about to happen in your life, something that will change everything around you. Jesus himself is begging you to open your heart and your eyes before it is too late. This is not a message to frighten you, but a loving call to awaken you from the spiritual sleep that has kept you from seeing the fullness of the plan I have for you. For too long, I have spoken in quiet ways, hoping you would listen with your heart. I have sent signs and gentle nudges, but your spirit has been distracted, your mind clouded with doubt and fear. Now, the time has come for you to truly open your eyes to the reality of what I am doing. The hour is urgent, and Jesus' plea is that you do not delay any longer. This serious event that approaches is part of my divine orchestration, a moment where your faith will be tested and strengthened. It will not be easy, but I promise you, it is necessary for your growth and your destiny. It is a wake-up call to shake off the chains of complacency and fear. Jesus, who went to the cross for you, who rose to give you eternal life, yearns for you to step into the fullness of your calling. He sends this message with love and hope, a hope that surpasses the circumstances you face. Prepare yourself, hold your heart steady. Do not allow despair or anxiety to rule your thoughts. Instead, remember that in the darkest valley, Jesus is your light. He is your strength when you feel weak, your peace when your soul is troubled. Listen closely, for his voice is tender yet urgent. He is begging you to open your hands, your heart, and your spirit for what he wants to pour into you. The seriousness of what is coming is matched only by the power of the grace that accompanies it. This is a refining fire, a testing of your spirit, but also a purification that leads to new beginnings. You will come out stronger, clearer, and more deeply connected to the divine purpose set before you. Though this moment may shake your foundations, it will also build higher walls around your faith. Do not fear the unknown, for Jesus has already gone before you. He has faced every battle and defeated them all. You stand on the promises secured by his sacrifice on the cross. Your life is hidden in him, safe and cherished. Trust him to be your shield and your guide through every twist and turn. Tonight, as this serious event unfolds, open yourself to the presence of God like never before. Set aside your resistance, your doubts, and your fears. Enter into silence and prayer. Draw near to Jesus and let him calm your spirit. The hour is coming when you will see clearly what was hidden and hear words of encouragement that will uplift your soul. Jesus is begging you because he loves you deeply. He sees your struggles, your pain, your longing for breakthrough, and he is ready to meet you there. But he cannot do this if your heart remains closed. The door is open now, but it will not stay open forever. Respond while there is still time. Reach out in faith, and you will find him faithful to respond. Do not wait for perfect understanding or ideal circumstances. The call to open is for now, in this moment. God's timing is perfect, and his ways are higher than yours. Surrender control and place your trust fully in Jesus. Allow him to lead you beyond what you can imagine, into a life filled with peace, joy, and purpose. Remember, this is a journey shared. You are never alone. The Holy Spirit is your companion. The angels surround you, and my everlasting arms hold you close. This serious moment is not to break you, but to remake you. It is to bring you into the light, to restore hope, and to reveal the glorious plans I have for you. So tonight, open your eyes wide, not just your physical eyes, but the eyes of your heart. See the love that surrounds you, feel the presence of Jesus by your side, and believe that no matter what happens, you are equipped and empowered to overcome. This is your moment of transformation, your invitation to step into a new chapter filled with divine favor. If you listen, if you open, if you trust, you will witness miracles unfold. Your faith will grow stronger, your spirit will soar higher, and your life will declare the goodness of God. Jesus' plea is simple: come, open, and live. Do not let this chance slip away. I'm going to tell you about that mistake, kid. But first, I want you to know that I see you. I can see how much you care about me by the truthfulness of your thoughts and the loyal love you have shown me. People know how loyal you are because of it. Your hard work has not been for nothing. During the whole time you looked for me, I see all the things you have given up for me, and I value you very much. I've seen you grow too. Having me by your side has helped you get through storms and fights and come out stronger each time. You believed in me when other people didn't, and you walked in my truth. In times of doubt, you have come to me for help when the world tried to steer you wrong. I've been with you the whole time. I've seen how you've helped other people, how you've given people around you hope, how willingly you shared my love and my word. You haven't been afraid to stick to your views, even when it looked like everyone was against you. I'm proud of you because your heart is set on giving me love. But kid, I need to tell you something. There is something I've been dying to say to your heart. It's not an angry message. It's one of love and care. It was the right time for me to act. Now, I'm not here to judge you, but to lead you. Some things have been making my heart heavy. I need to talk to you about something. Even though you think it's not important, it's what has caused us to disagree. It's something I've seen, and I know that it doesn't show what's really in your heart. You have been honest. You have worked hard, but there is one easy thing in your life that you have already let grow. It's something I can't miss. Child, you see, it's not about the big things, the big movements, or the acts that you can see. It's about the small decisions we make in our minds and hearts that we don't always notice. You have been with me for a long time, and I have been with you through all of your ups and downs. There is one part of your life, though, where you let a small seed grow. I want you to pull it out right now, before it gets even stronger. You might not think this thing, this choice, or this habit is important. You might even think it's okay because it doesn't really matter since you're honest with me. That being said, my child, it does matter. It's more important than you think because it's keeping you from fully feeling my gifts. It's getting in the way of my being in your life, and I can't let that keep going. I know you might be thinking, Lord, what is it? What did I do? You might look at your life and think that there's nothing wrong and everything is going as it should. But let me be clear. That's not why I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you out of love. I know that you are trying to live your life the way I want you to. There is, however, a small thing that you have missed that is getting in the way of the greater work I want to do for you. How you've let your trust grow cold in your heart is what it is. Yes, kid, I'm talking about trust. You trusted me with your life, your future, your health, and your reason for being here. But at some point, you've started to believe in your own knowledge more than my will. But you have let your fears and questions cloud your judgment and make you make bad choices. You have relied on your own knowledge and wisdom instead of asking me for help all the time, which has made your faith less strong than it used to be. I can see that you try to do everything by yourself. I see how you carry loads that were never meant for you to carry by yourself. Your power, skills, and plan for your life have become more important to you, as I can see. Your heart has even been able to question my goodness, my loyalty, and my time. This is what you think will keep you safe, sticking to your plans. But the truth is that you are denying yourself the happiness that comes with giving up everything and trusting me. My child, trust isn't something you do just once. It is a choice every day. In other words, it means giving up power and not needing to know everything. You can trust someone even if you don't know what will happen next. You can trust them because you know they will be with you no matter what. When you trust me, you choose to believe in my goodness, even when the way forward doesn't look clear. When you trust me, you choose to follow me, even when the road ahead looks cloudy. When you trust me, you choose to follow me, even when the road ahead looks cloudy. The world around you tells you to go in a different direction, and this is where you've failed. You let fear take root in your heart, and that fear made you depend on what you thought you knew. What you did instead of asking me for advice was based on what you thought was best. Your own thoughts are now more important to you than what I say. This is not a curse, my child. It means to go back to a place where you can fully trust. This is not a mean message from me. I want you to come back to me with all your heart. Let go of your fears and questions, and trust in my plan for your life. I have always been loyal, and I always will be, but you have to fully trust me in order to give up your own goals and follow the way I have set out for you. I am the loving and angry God of everything. A lot of people only think of me in terms of my love, which is true because I am in love. But know this, I'm really mad. Being angry in a holy way is different from being angry with other people. I'm not angry because I'm selfish or proud. Injustice, sin, and defiance are dealt with in this way. When I see what I've made, it makes me feel a force. Those I made to look like me, who are turning away from the truth and the path I set out for them. We need to turn away from this anger and make things right. I do not want anyone to die. Instead, I want everyone to come to me and be saved in the Bible. You will find many times when my anger was broken. You need to understand this because it's true, because it's part of who I am, just like my love is. My people, whom I picked and called, turn their backs on me when they pick false gods over the truth. I get angry when they choose their own ways over what I tell them to do. My anger doesn't come on quickly. It burns slowly and steadily while I wait for my people to come back to me. There is no doubt that anger is dangerous when it gets stirred up, though. It is a force that corrects, trains, and sometimes judges people. Think about the story of Adam and Eve. I shaped them like myself and put them in the Garden of Eden, which is a beautiful and peaceful place. I made sure they had everything they needed and walked with them while it was cool outside. They were only told to follow one rule: don't eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But they didn't follow my orders. They paid attention to the snake and ate the food. They chose to believe the lie that they could know good and evil like I do. At that very moment, they broke the one rule I had given them, and when I called them, they ran away from me. They felt bad about what they did and knew they had done wrong. My anger wasn't a whim. It was a legitimate reaction to their defiance. Even though I gave them everything, they still betrayed me. They caused a lot of problems with their deeds. When sin came into the world, death came next. But even though I was mad at them, I gave them a way to be forgiven. I promised that the seed of the woman would crush the head of the snake. This was a sign of the coming of my son Jesus, who would beat sin and death for good. I was kind even when I was mad. I am a God of both fairness and kindness. Let's learn more about the Israelites' story. I freed them from being slaves in Egypt. I split the Red Sea so they could get through. I led them by a cloud column during the day and a fire column at night. I took care of their needs in the wild. But they turned their hearts away from me over and over again. They whined and moaned. Making idols and worshiping fake gods was what they did. They broke my promise, the promise I made to their ancestors, and every time they did it, it made me mad at them. I sent them prophets to tell them to come back to me. They wouldn't listen, though. They ignored me and worshipped the golden calf instead of me while Moses was on the mountain. I was very angry. With a strong hand, I had just freed them from Egypt. Still, they turned to idols so fast. At that very moment, I was ready to kill all of them. But Moses, who was my helper, spoke up for them. He pleaded with me and asked me to spare them. I gave in, but there were still consequences. People who didn't follow the rules were punished, and many of them died. This shows both how angry I am and how kind I am. Even though I don't like sin, I'm ready to forgive my people when they come back to me. The Israelites didn't give up after the golden calf. They left me over and over again, and each time it made me angry that they wouldn't go into the promised land because they were afraid of the giants. I was mad. They had seen how great I was. Still, they didn't believe I could give them the land. I told them I would keep my promise that no one from that age would come into the land. So I led them around in circles for 40 years, until the generation country that had thought twice and disobeyed had died. This made me mad, that they didn't believe me. But I was still with them even in this. I took care of them. I sent them manna from heaven. I used the rock to get water for them. I led them by being there. I stayed true to them even when they weren't. It wasn't that I liked hurting them. I was mad because I wanted them to be honest with me, believe in my words, and follow the path I showed them. I wanted them to obey me, not give up their lives. Then there was the time when I was very mad at the people of Judah. They'd turned their backs on me and prayed to the gods of the other countries. They made my house dirty and my holy name unclean. Judah's kings were bad, and they led their people to worship false gods and sin. I sent prophet after prophet to tell them to turn away from their sins, but they wouldn't listen. It was funny to them when my agents brought bad news and when I warned them. What this did was make me angry, and I let them be captured. The Babylonians destroyed Jerusalem when they got there. The people were taken away into exile after the temple was burned down. This is what happened because they didn't follow the rules. But even after this verdict, I wasn't done with them. I told them I would bring them back to their land one day. I would fix them up. I did. When they got back, I told them to rebuild Jerusalem, the temple, and the worship of the real God. My anger didn't stop me from being kind. No, I didn't leave my people. Instead, I punished them so they could learn to trust me again. My child, you see, my anger is not the same as someone else's anger. That's why I'm mad. It doesn't come from resentment or self-interest. It comes from how holy I am. I will not stand sin. 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 I can't let my people turn away from me without taking responsibility. I am patient though. I'm hurting a lot. I give many chances to turn away from sin. I'm also ready to forgive when my people come back to me. There's a reason I'm mad. It's not meant to hurt, but to fix. It's not to punish, but to get people to change their minds and make things right again. How angry I am shows how much I love. I can't let my people keep sinning without doing something about it. It will cost me everything to lead them back to the truth and the road that leads to life. That's why I'm talking to you now, my child. You might be wondering what this has to do with you. You might think I'm not like the Israelites. I haven't made any statues or faith in fake gods. But I'm telling you this, I'm not just mad about the past. It is alive and well today, and it's aimed at all sin, rebellion, and turning away from my truth. It's possible for you, my child, to fall into the same trap the Israelites did. You might not be worshiping real gods, but what about the false gods you worship? What about the things you give me? What about the times you relied on your own knowledge instead of my plan for your life? When you put your own needs ahead of mine, it makes me mad. It gets stirred when you try to find peace in things that can't give it to you. When you look to the world's things for happiness instead of me, it makes me angry that you let sin take root in your heart and refuse to turn away from it. I want you to look at your life and see if there are any places where you have turned away from me. I want you to come back and give your whole heart to me again. God, I love you, but I also do what's right. However, I am also a God of kindness. I will punish sin, for sure. I'm ready to forgive you if you say you're sorry and come back to me. I will bring you back. I will forgive your sins and wash away all that is wrong with you. I'm going to heal you and make you whole again. Don't be afraid of my anger. Instead, know that it's something to respect. You are called to be holy in your own life, and it shows how holy I am. Let my anger make you sorry, and let my love bring you back to me. I'm always here and ready to greet you with open arms. My child, come back to me no matter how far you've gone. You will find forgiveness, mercy, and healing when you come back. I understand that the path ahead might not be clear. I understand that you might be scared about what the future holds. I get that though. Remember, though, that I am the God who knows what will happen in the end. I am in charge of your life. I have a good plan for you, and I will see it through to the end. Trust me, child, and I will see you through every ups and downs of your life. In a lot of ways, you have been loyal. You've been a light for those around you, giving them hope and strength. Even when it was hard, you showed my love to other people. You've been gentle, kind, and giving. I'm proud of how strong your faith has been, but I want you to trust me in this one area where you've had trouble. Let go of your need to be in charge, and let me lead you fully. My child, I don't expect you to be perfect. I want you to trust me. Have faith that I'm okay. Have faith that I'm okay. Believe that I want what's best for you. Have faith that my plans for you are better than anything you can think of. This is the next part of your trip and the next level of your faith. I want you to take it. I'll never leave you or forget about you. I will never leave you. Remember that I am with you and will always be there for you. If you trust me, child, you will see how faithful I am in ways you can't even imagine yet. Do not forget this. You're not by yourself. I'm with you the whole time and will show you the way. Wait for me to say when. Believe in my plan and my love. Here's the start of your trip with me. I will be with you the whole way. Now, my dear child, give me a good hearing. Let me take over your whole heart. Don't hold on to your fear anymore. Do what I want you to do and trust me fully. Know that I will be there to catch you every step of the way. I will never let you go because you are mine. Know that these words are written with love and care, my child. I'm not telling you off. I want you to take a deeper walk with me. I love you very much, and I want you to trust me. Let go of your fears and walk in the trust of my love. Trust me completely. Trust me, and I'll show you how to do everything. If you trust me, I will keep you from falling. In my arms you are safe, and I will take you to the past. Dear child, I have big plans for you that I love you very much. I love you more than words can say. I am with you, always ready to reveal my plan and pour out blessings beyond measure. The seriousness of this hour is real, but so is my grace. Walk forward with courage, with hope, and with the assurance that Jesus is begging you to open before it is too late.